I admit it. I fucked up. Hi there and welcome to another episode of Nerf Hunt. Yes, this 20th episode. Driver 382.05. And a realization. I fucked up. Yes, that's what I said previously. But, explanation time. You might have been seeing that I've got maximums or my baselines for certain benchmarks where it's quite a way off from what it is currently going through. And I've had a look at it and I've actually scanned through all the results and actually picked up something. I'm comparing results with results pre-anniversary update. Now, I wouldn't afford this, but since Microsoft released the anniversary update, there has been a performance bottle, basically a performance hit on any benchmarks or games at all. Yes, Microsoft buggered up, and this is consistent across all my benchmarks. So this is definitely proof that I'm gonna have to rebase on my first benchmark since upgrading to Anniversary Edition. I'll have to throw away all the results pre-Anniversary Edition. So with that comes basically rebasing from driver 375.57. That will be the first driver I installed post-Anniversary update. Just to make things fair. Nvidia can't be blamed for Microsoft's bugger ups, so I won't penalize them for that. Well, since baselining now from a different driver version to the new maximums, I actually came up with a new interesting situation. So before I get into the details, let's have a look at each individual benchmark. If we look at Firestrike, you will see the basically graphics score is almost exactly the same, and less than 1% difference. But yes, overall, since the new basically benchmark from 375.7, which is my best score since anniversary update, 382.05 is literally just 1% below. I would say that's within a margin of error. So, given that, no nerf on Firestrike. Time Spy. No, non-asynchronous performance actually went up, but still less than 1%. And this benchmark result is less than 1% down on my best, which is for driver 378.49. So basically, it's almost exactly the same. It's within margin of error. Add async to the mix. It's slightly down, within less than 1% down, and also less than 1% of my maximum, which is also driver 378.49. So again, no nerf on Time Spy. Heaven, since I've rebased, the performance for 382.05 is actually up, but again less than 1%, and this result is also less than 1% down on my best performance, which is driver 375.70. So no nerf in Heaven. Valley. Valley, interesting one this. It's exactly the same as the previous driver, although the minimums are slightly lower, and as a result is also exactly the same as my best score. Therefore, absolutely no nerf in Valley. Superposition. Now, this is interesting. Compared to previous driver, which is 381.89, its performance is slightly up, both on OpenGL and DX11, but both are within a 1% uptake. So, nothing to write home about. The benchmark for OpenGL is my best since doing this, so that becomes my benchmark for further going. 382.05 is my best. For the DX11 side, 381.65 is my best. So, superposition has shown no nerfing. Well, it's too bloody new to show any nerfing. Ghost Recon Wildlands. Yes. Performance is almost minuscule to inexplicably nothing better. But still better. Even if it's 0.02% better, it's better. The minimums, well, slightly lower, but still better. So, no nerfing yet on Ghost Recon Wildlands. Sniper Elite. This game frustrates me, but yes. Okay. Overall, everything went up since previous driver version. I think there might have been a fix. I don't know what it is. I guess it's a driver fix, so. But, yes, let's look at this. DX11. Performance went up by roughly 6%. And it's still 1% down on my best score. Seriously. DX12 non-async is up by 4%. Although it's still 6% down on my best score. Add async to the mix, we've got a 1% increase. And yet it's still 8% lower than my best. So, in effect, Sniper Elite is better. But it's still not where it was. I would say averaging out between the 99 to 92%, I would say I'll give this basically say a 4% decrease average in performance. So it's not nerf worthy yet. But yes, let's keep an eye on this. Gears of War. This is also weird. My average went up. Yet it's still up under 1%. And overall, still 1% down on my best score. So actually, no nerf can be reported here. Now, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. The performance on DX11 has slightly gone down, less than 1%, and is also 1% down on my best. DX12, on the other hand, is slightly up, less than 1%, and is basically less than 1% down on my best score. So, overall, Deus Ex Mankind Divided is a non-nerfer. Doom! Now, usually Doom is a give or take. Now, last time the OpenGL went down and Vulcans shut up. This time, OpenGL shut up and Vulcan went down. I have no words, but anyway, OpenGL went up by 3% and Vulcan went down by 2%. Overall, performance is good. My OpenGL score is the best yet since the rebaselining, and well, we've got a 4% down performance in Vulcan overall, but it's still not in the nerf category. So, looking at all of these scores, overall it's slightly to minutely better than the previous driver. Although, I wouldn't even call this as a difference. Maybe all of them are within the error margin. So, yeah, much of nothing. Much of a muchness. Nothing. Really. No nerfing. No performance drops worth talking about. Nothing bad. These drivers are for new games, aka Prey, and a couple others. I'm not even bothering with them because I don't care. I've heard there's issues with Prey, but I've downloaded it. I haven't had chance to actually look at it myself, so I'm still going to investigate if I'm going to include this in my benchmarks going forward, yes or no. If I do, I will at least base it on the driver for it, but there's also news that actually the driver that gets installed 382.05 actually causes stuttering in Prey. So I'm not really looking forward to this now, since I've heard this. But yes, I'll see what happens. So overall, there's no nerf. Nothing to display, nothing to say, nothing to go about. I'm getting bored. Yes. I'm running out of things to say. So what do I say? Well, we'll see the next driver version. Hopefully it won't be as soon as this one. I'd really like to have at least a week to two between drivers. Please, Nvidia, just give me a freaking break. But overall, I'll accept it. This one I had to do. But yeah, Maxwell is still fine. Still worth doing it. So if you like this video, click that like button. Please give me feedback. Even consider subscribing. And if you really want to support us, or me, by the way, sorry, I'm talking to myself in the multiple. Support me by becoming a patron. Help me help you. So yes, thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon. Well, hopefully with better news, or bad news if whatever comes along. So till next time, see you soon.